Gabriel is watching. I think he wants to be part of today's talk. Gabriel, want to say hello? Hey. Anyway, I'm back in Florida, as you see. And it always takes me like some time to readjust because my life is so different here. Like the people I'm surrounded by are obviously different than the ones in Germany or anywhere else in the world. I'm gonna try to put it here. It's super warm, but somehow I feel like I wanna keep that jacket on. Anyways, it usually takes me like 2 to 4 weeks, I would say, to readjust, which I think is like normal amount. But I don't know, I feel like so much has changed in the past year, and I was recently talking with someone that, you have never been the exact same version of yourself than you are right now. Like, you're not gonna be like that in the future, and you're also not gonna be like that, you know, you're not your past self anymore. So, actually, I'm gonna put the jacket off now. Gabriel has a lot of energy. I'm wearing a Mustang shirt. I think it's super cool. Um, anyway, so I'm glad I changed as much as I did. Especially, I think the last 2 years taught me so much about myself and about my opinions and my values. And it is so crazy how much you are influenced, like in a passive way and in an active way, by the people that surround you. And I remember, and that is like a while ago, like in 2019, I was an au pair. And I was working for different people, and one of them, she was she had a very strong opinion about things, but she actually always talked about you can agree to disagree. And even though I think she was not the person to do that, I kept that in mind, like, because I think that's so hard for most people. And I'm not saying I'm good at that, but I'm so like, I don't care so much about what people do as long as it doesn't harm me or people I love or care about or people in general, I would say. I feel like everyone should be what they want to be. Um, religious, gender, whatever, because it doesn't, harm me in any way, I think. Because everyone has the free will and the free opinion to decide what they're gonna do with their life. And also, when you talk with your friends about politics, which is always, I think, I mean, not always, but can be tricky. And I'm a person like, I don't mind you having a different opinion because that's up to you. I can totally live with that, and we can agree to disagree, which I think is like a gift in some ways. Like, my mom sometimes told me when she was, I don't know, telling me gossip about people, and I was like, I don't care. I honestly don't care. I mean, yes, it can be fun to exchange opinions about people, but I don't see any value in that because I feel like it always, I don't know, it can be positive. You can say, like, this is a really good person and I experienced this and that, but gossip obviously is more, it has more of a negative approach, and I don't see any value in pushing negative frequencies and negative things, elaborating on it, wasting your time. I just don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. And most of the time, I just don't care. Like, why should I be bothered by that if it's such a minor thing in a great scheme of life, of things, you know what I mean? So, my point was, like, she was sometimes like, how can you not care so much? How can you be so, just don't give a fuck? And she kind of said it in a negative way, like I should care more. even though you're not supposed to care about gossip, I think. Because most of the time, I mean, the truth is in the middle of all things. That's something my mom taught me. And when someone tells me a very interesting story, I'm always like, I think the truth is in the middle. Like, you can never blame just one person. Or, like, what I'm saying is, like, you always have to be open, and you shouldn't see stories in black and white, because they are never just black and white. There are always many sides to the story, and it's very objective, and, like, always. But anyway, I think because I was around so many different people, and I'm still around so many different people with so many different opinions about things, I'm totally fine to agree to disagree, which I'm very glad I am like that. Sometimes I should probably, I don't know, like, sometimes it's like when you have a different opinion about a thing, but you know for a fact that the person you're talking with is, like, not gonna be responsive to what you're gonna say. Like, then you have to decide if you actually wanna, educate them or share your opinion, because if they're not gonna get it, like, what's the point? And you can still try, but you kind of have to think about if it's worth trying and if you're actually gonna get somewhere. And sometimes it depends on my mood, but sometimes when I feel like someone really wants to force their opinion on me and I just don't like the opinion, or I just don't agree, I'm like, I'm gonna stand my grounds. Obviously, I'm gonna do it in a respectful way, or at least I will try. But I don't know. Like, sometimes I think not talking is gold and talking is silver. Like, you have the saying, and I do agree with it most of the time. But sometimes I'm also like a little bit over it if it's so. I don't know. I feel like obviously it's easier to agree to disagree with people that are also open minded, but people that are very just living with blinders are not like that. So, I mean, I'm trying to keep myself surrounded with open minded people, but obviously it's not always the case. And, here in Florida, a lot of people are very religious, but everyone like, practices it in a specific way. And I feel like that's absolutely up to every person. You can go to church every Sunday and be a good person, but it can also be a bad person. Like, it doesn't say anything about you, and it doesn't say your faith is stronger than other people's faith. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, okay, so I don't even want to talk more about it. I think I just wanted to share this with you. And if you have topics you would like to talk about, or you would like me to talk about, feel free. I'm currently reading a book, like, it's a Russian book from, it's called The Brothers. It's very philosophical in a way, and I think I can take a lot out of it. So I want to read it and then do some video content about it. I'm also gonna upload some vlogs that I filmed on a farm in Jacksonville, so stay tuned. And I'm still cutting the Paris Fashion Week vlog, so that's gonna be interesting as well. So yeah, that's it for today.